Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you've joined me here for your weekly reading. So this reading is going to be for November 3rd to the 9th. So before we get into the reading, I want to first of all welcome each and every one of you. Whether you are new or returning to this reading, I want to thank you so much for not only sharing your time but also sharing your energy with me. So thank you for that. Now, we do have a super full moon in Taurus on November 5th, sort of just a couple days into this week. Lots of transformations around full moons, with this one being much brighter. I think there'll be more clarity around what it is you need to release and what it is you need to let go of. Now, we are entering, of course, Mercury retrograde as well, which will start, I think it's the 9th. I believe it is the 9th of November, and will, of course, run for the remainder of November. So let's get right into your reading. Let's find out what your angel message is, your angel number here, and we will reveal it at the end of the reading. Find out what that message is for you and the number that could be very much sending you messages as well. So, you know, sometimes through number sequences, we actually receive the messages that we're looking for. Some confirmation, really. All right, let's start with your angel message, the message that the angels would like to share with you before we get into the depths of your reading. Let's find out what is that message for you. When I was pre-shuffling, generosity came out. So I feel like you have a very generous nature. You could also be feeling generous this week. Maybe you have opportunities to share your gifts, and those gifts don't always have to be monetary. Those can be gifts of time and of love, of support, of wisdom, of sharing, and of course, joy. Okay, so the hummingbird spirit, joy, number 22. Well, first of all, talk about synchronicities. That beautiful number 22 could be an extremely important angel path number for you this week. Balance in partnerships, relationships, cooperation, harmony, and also intuition. That hummingbird spirit. Let's read what the angels would like to share with you before we get into anything else. So it says, replenish yourself. True happiness comes from following the dictates of your soul. Life is change. Be open to change and look for joy in the moment. Find your boundaries and stand strong. Discover your joy because all is well. This could be a very joyful week for you. Maybe there's a lot of happiness surrounding things for you as well. Being able to complete certain things in your life can also bring joy to your life. Also, I'm feeling like there could be almost gatherings, more events, connecting with people. Again, brings that sense of joy as well. All right, now we're going to get your major arcana cards. So I've pulled the 22 major arcana cards out of a traditional deck. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams here. And let's see what Spirit would like to share with you. It's the major energy surrounding you this week as well. So we've got a new perspective. We've got a new way of looking at things. Number 12, the Hanging Man. The message that's coming through here is that you're almost taking a pause and reflect time this week to sit back and maybe find the joy in your life. Maybe you're experiencing more joy because you're allowing yourself the time to really live in that moment. The Hanging Man can feel like delays, but they don't have to be delays that aren't productive. I feel like you have a new idea for something, and you need to explore it to the T before you reveal it. And I feel like it's almost a light bulb moment where you are somewhat sacrificing a little bit of your time because you want to get it right. Because I think that this could be something that's very evolutionary for you. That's the word that's coming through. I think that you are seeing yourself, your success, your circumstances. I think you're seeing everything from a whole new sense of enlightenment, a whole new perspective. So this is going to be a very transformational week for you, Sagittarius, that brings a lot of joy, but I feel like it's also bringing you a whole new outlook on seeing things from maybe a different lens, maybe with more refinement, maybe with more detail. Let's see as we get into more cards, find out if there is a lot of clarity. Let's find out if there are a lot more messages coming through this week for you. Let's get your energies here. Okay, so this is going to be for Sagittarius, those incoming energies. Spirit guides. What are those energies you'd like to share with this beautiful sign? I am also Sun sign Sagittarius. So I certainly understand what you're going through. Number 7, patience and planning. I feel like that's been a part of my journey for a very long time. Trying to learn how to be patient. Not always easy. But the success part of the patience and planning is that, actually there's a message here for you. All right, the patience and planning, that successful part of this card is that, yes, you know, even with the hanging man, we feel like there's always delays and then we have to endure all of this patience. But it's because there's a deeper level of planning going on, because this isn't something short term. This is something evolutionary. I can't get that word out of my head. They continuously want me to keep referring back to it. Underneath that, you did get another 7. So you've got a lot of spiritual awakenings here. And the Triumph card just shows that you have a great sense of determination to continue to walk the path. And even if it requires you to have patience, even though that is the hardest thing sometimes to develop, you are doing it with grace. You are doing it with joy. And I think the reason why generosity may have come out in your pre-shuffle is because there is some sort of generosity, meaning I feel like not only are you generous, but I feel like the universe is going to be generous back to you as well. You're rewarded for your great sense of conviction, determination, and strength. All right, we've got patience again and firm foundation. And it's kind of exactly what I was trying to get out. Maybe I didn't get it out in the right words. Number 14, patience. Why we are having to endure so much patience is because we're building a firm foundation. This is not something small. This is huge. All right, so the patience card in the traditional deck, major arcana, would be temperance, finding balance and harmony, finding joy. Patience is about divine timing. I'm sorry about using that word, but it is about divine timing. Trusting that the universe has a bigger plan. They do. Spirit has a bigger plan for you, and it is starting to unfold. And it's creating a firm foundation. It's the building blocks for something incredible. All right, let's get your tarot cards. We're going to do 3 rows. So I take it as the beginning, middle, and end of week, but I want you to use your own intuition as the messages come through, how they reflect for you. If you are enjoying this reading, of course, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments how certain parts of this resonate. I truly appreciate it. All right, let's get those first 2 cards and then we'll clarify them. Evolutionary. Let's not forget that word. You might even see it this week. You might be reading a passage or something and it will say that and you'll be like, oh my goodness. The universe is sending me a message. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant. Oh, you've got big changes, inevitable change. Things are massively changing for you and I don't want you to be afraid of it. I don't want you to be afraid of it at all because this is evolutionary. I mean, that is such a big word. So it would not make sense if there wasn't major changes happening here in your life. I think that that patience, I keep talking about it, but I almost feel like something is changing. It's like a bolt of change. And now all of a sudden, it's like things are starting to evolve. All right, we've got the Hierophant here. This is your blessings. This is your spiritual nature, your traditional values, your commitments. There's many, many blessings attached to the Hierophant. It's also a representation of Taurus, with that super moon in Taurus on the 5th, and this is number 5. There is no coincidences here. That is going to be a very powerful transformation for you around the 5th, around that super moon. And I feel like there is something you are being blessed with here. Let's keep going. All right, we've got the Judgment card, inevitable change, recognizing and understanding lessons learned from the past so that you can evolve. All right, you're evolving, and there's a big, massive change because why? Your foundation is shifting. Maybe for some of you, you felt like your foundation was really good, but was it really the strength to keep building? Maybe there was something that needed some transformations and needs to be rebuilt so that it's even stronger. And I feel like this is what's happening here. For you to really, truly feel this sense of a renewal, there has to be a massive change. And I think that that change is actually going to be exactly what you have needed. Let's see with the 5, the Hierophant. I do believe that is the Taurus full super moon energy here coming through for you. And you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, another 5. I believe that there is something financially changing for you. I think that if some of you have been finding it a little challenging where your finances are concerned, or even your own perception of what stability is through financial measures, you know, there's blessings coming through here in that stained glass window. I feel like you are being blessed upon something financially. I think that that whole way of looking at your finances is changing. There's a huge shift coming in here for you. Let's keep going. You're looking at things differently. All right, let's see. Judgment and the Tower card. I've got the Tower again. Number 16. There's just major changes. Sagittarius, I don't know how else to say it. There is an inevitable change that's happening for you. And I think it's changing your direction very positively. It has you looking at things differently. I think your relationship to your finances is different. I think you're building a stronger foundation. I think that you have already known this. It's just a matter of you've been sort of waiting for the right moment. You've been planning your movement. You've been planning when to take action. Although I don't see action happening yet, there is certainly a lot of blessings that are coming through and a lot of changes that are taking place. The changes must take place first before we start to see movement. Let's get the next 2 cards. If need be, we'll continue to clarify. 16 is going to be a very important number for you, along with number 5. You're coming back to your true roots. Yeah, things are changing incredibly for you. All right. This is a powerful, powerful transformation that has been waiting in the wings for the right divine time. That divine time is happening during the course of this first week of November. The Page of Wands, you see the Page of Wands is looking to the future for new adventure. You're getting back to your Sagittarius roots. You are really now discovering what your true adventure is, where your true passion gets ignited. It's kind of been blocked by other circumstances in life, but now it's like this whole new adventure awaits. And then the 10 of Pentacles, this is the restructure of your financial being, the structure of your firm foundation. Watch as life highlights some incredible moments for you. Let's get this Page of Wands. Things are going to start moving in pace. The 8 of Wands is positive movement forward towards your true authentic self. It's discovering something that is very much linked to your passion. You are exploring something in a whole new way, and this is all of the positive reinforcements around you. Those could be positive people, positive community, definitely messages and good news, and the momentum is picking up. All right, now let's get to that 10 of Pentacles. Let's find out. We've got positive movement forward. Let's see, 10 of Pentacles, the clarifying card. What would you like to share? There we go. All right. There's definitely new beginnings here. There's a new opportunity. You are very curious about something. The Page of Swords, it's almost as if you yourself are very inquisitive. You're getting some answers here with regards to building a strong foundation in your life. And I feel like this Page of Swords is offering up some sort of message that brings clarity. And it's something about a whole new way. That Ace of Wands is a whole new opportunity that's opening up for you. And again, it's more in alignment with your fiery energy. You're discovering something about yourself. You're letting go of old patterns, all right? You're restructuring your life, and some sort of insightful new message comes along with an opportunity that I think is going to be life-changing for you. Evolutionary. All right, let's get the next two cards here. And then we're going to clarify them. So the next two cards, and then these two wanted to come out together. Very interesting. All right, we've got the Seven of Coins here. Everybody's been getting this, and I think it's because we're hitting Mercury retrograde where we're evaluating the things that we invest into, and I do believe that you are. You're sitting back and you're seeing where growth is in your life. You're evaluating the things that have produced growth. But there might be another opportunity of some sort here. So you're evaluating, you're reviewing, you're assessing before you take action. Now, interesting enough, you get two Knights. Now, Knights are also messengers. So I'm seeing new beginnings, new messages, new insight, new opportunities, and then messages that are coming in. The Knight of Pentacles is very much earth energy, so very grounding, plants the seeds. He waits and waits, and then he waits, and then when he thinks he's ready, he waits more. So he's very, very slow moving, but he's planting the seeds for something to build a strong foundation in his life. So he feels confident about it. The sun is really behind him, showing that what he plants will grow, and he's fine about waiting. But then it counteracts it with the Knight of Swords. Now, so the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is about fast-paced energy. Let's get in, let's get what we need to do, and let's get out. And I feel like there's some sort of clarity coming about something that you planted. You're evaluating the seeds that you planted into something. Maybe it's been something that's been growing slowly over time, but there's some sort of action that needs to be taken here. Let's find out with the Seven of Coins. Happening with the Seven of Coins here. You got the Eight of Swords. Do not limit yourself by any means, because the Eight of Swords can be our fears, our insecurities, fear of the unknown. It can be blockages or distractions from our end result. It's fear-based, and don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. I feel like there could be some sort of new opportunity that is asking you to expand something in your life. It wants me to get another card. So we need to get another card for that Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's the fear of expansion. Sometimes we can be fearful that things will expand so quickly. It could be the fear that we don't expand, but you know what? The sun is shining over here. I think that you are evaluating something that you invested into, and I think that you're a little fearful about making a decision. But it looks like with the Three of Wands, there is expansion here. There's growth. There is something showing growth here. The Knight, the slowest moving Knight and the fastest moving Knight looking at each other. It's almost like they're squaring off. It's almost like they're almost like ready for a battle, you know? Stop moving so slow. It's time to expand your horizon. Stop feeling the fears of everything. Let's start moving. All right, let's see what your card is here. And then you get the Chariot. Oh, that's that card right there, the Triumph card. 777, very, very important. That's good luck too. Lots of good luck here. All right, 7, the Chariot. The Chariot, well, what is the Chariot? The Chariot is going to side with the Knight of Swords. Determination, willpower, trusting in your intuition, knowing that your intuition will never fail you. You feel it, you live it, you speak it. And the Chariot shows that there is great success and determination, and that you are on the path to victory. You're on the path to growth and expansion. And those fears that you feel inside will subside. You are evaluating things from a practical approach, and I think that helps to release some of the fears as well, because there is no doubt that the inevitable changes that are happening for you are evolutionary. You are going to see massive growth here. And although you feel like you've been hanging in suspension for a long time, all of that is changing. Your direction is movement forward with a great sense of determination, success, and victory. All right, incredible reading. Powerfully layered reading. Let's see what your angel message is now that we have all the cards on the table. This is what your angels would like to share with you. It's number 36, and it says, success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. Well, it's your time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is your time. Beautiful. All right. I want you to keep 5s, number 16, number 7. Those are all very important messages for you and numbers for you this week. And then it wants you to hold your vision. 1551, so you can look at it as 15, 55, 51, 11, 1, and 5. Hold your vision. Oh my goodness, if only I could speak. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams. So pay careful attention to those dreams. Vision and prosperity. It says focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. That's that manifestation. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. So you hold on to that vision and you do not let it go. I want to thank you very, very much, Sagittarius, for joining me for this incredible reading. I hope that it is in alignment with your energy. I hope you please communicate it with me. Let me know. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.